Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, what do you think these are? They are leaves and they are full of nice smell, kind of pungent, lots of oils into them. It's very almost a bitter kind of flavor. Uh, you've tasted it before, I'm sure. And these are, it has kind of a greenish kind of flavor, I would call it. I don't know. But these are bay leaves, and I'm sure you've used them in cooking. Really great stuff. And I don't think a lot of people know how healing in general bay leaves are. I mean, it's like amazing, and they're so inexpensive, and most people don't think anything about using it for healing themselves. And right here, I've got a nice cup of bay leaf tea with some, see the bay leaves floating on top, and very nice, very mild. Not a whole lot of, pungent flavor or anything, but very healing in general. And they've been used for thousands of years and for health challenges and in cooking, and also the oils for aromatherapy, and it's relaxing and soothing and helps with stress and helps with insomnia, all kinds of different things. And it goes back to biblical times. Even King Solomon talked about the bay leaves. And it's used by the Romans and the Greeks and the Turks. A lot of our bay leaves now come from Turkey. And also the bay leaf florals around the head. That goes back to the Greeks. And also the Romans, they wore that type of thing when they came back from their conquests. It was that's a big thing. It was worth a lot of money because they used it for all kinds of things. And it keeps pests away, so that was another big thing then. And there's a lot of different varieties of bay leaves, and there's the bay laurel, which is most people get in the store, which is very common, and it grows, most of it grows in Turkey, as I said, but in the Mediterranean area, which is really good, great tasting. And used in all kinds of cuisines around the world, absolutely. There's the California bay laurel, and I used to pick those fresh in California. On the way to, if you go to Tamales Bay above San Francisco, or even down below San Francisco, there's a whole bunch of bay laurel trees growing wild, and they are very pungent and have a lot of strong flavor, and I like that. And also you can take the leaves and put them around your house and outside of your house, and it keeps away bugs, so that's really great. There's the Indian bay leaf, which is a little different. It has a slightly different flavor, a little more of a cinnamony kind of flavor, which is really great. And we have that one growing here, so that's a really nice one. And it makes, they put that also in cologne, and it really has a nice flavor to it also. Smell to it also. And there's the Indonesian bay leaf, which is the Indonesian laurel, and used in meats and vegetables and that type of thing, which is really nice. And there's the West Indian bay leaf, which is used a lot in colognes and also rums and that type of thing. Very nice. Also, bay leaves are great for digestion. I mean, if you're using it for cooking, great, but you can take some wonderful bay leaf tea and have it on a regular basis, and it's really good for, especially for stomach aches and IBS and colic and all kinds of stuff, acid reflux, digestive orders in general, and I think it's really great. You can take about 4 leaves, that's what I have here, 4 leaves, put it into a mug of hot water, and let it steep for about 15 minutes, and then drink it down. Let it cool, of course, and then drink it down. Take that, anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, and it really is great. And you can also add a little piece of ginger to it. That helps also. And it also helps to digest proteins. If you don't do well with proteins, and I recommend plant-based proteins, it's a great way to go. Also, It helps with the respiratory challenges. If you have asthma and bronchitis, and these antioxidants that are in the bay leaves themselves are also highly anti-inflammatory, and that helps to open up the lungs, and so you can breathe better and get rid of the inflammation of the lungs. Great for diabetes. I mean, it is really great. It helps to also lower blood glucose, and there's been a lot of studies with that, showing in a clinical trial with the Biochemistry and Nutrition Journal, showing that it really also improves insulin function in the body. And so if you have diabetes and you want to lower your blood sugar normally, one way you can do it is to take some regular bay leaf tea on a regular basis. Really good stuff. Lots of cardiovascular benefits because it has a lot of antioxidants, and it has a lot of caffeic acid, rutin. Rutin is a very powerful antioxidant. All kinds of polyphenols in it, which you get in green tea, and there's salicylic acid in it. All kinds of great, wonderful antioxidant acids. And you take about 3 or 4 cups of this tea a day, and that'll help your heart and help to prevent heart attacks in general because it's really anti-inflammatory. It's an anti-inflammatory, as I just said, and helps to relieve pain, and also great for arthritis and joint pain, redness, swelling, that type of thing, and pain, which is the condition of inflammation in general. And it was actually confirmed by a study at the Phytotherapy Research Journal that this is really great for rheumatism, arthritis, sprains and strains, and all kinds of different things. It also helps with migraines and headaches and that type of thing. And just drinking the tea is great for a headache, absolutely, positively. It lowers cholesterol. Now, LDL or bad cholesterol, it drops it really down and really does a great job. Also, it's really beneficial for those who want to conceive a child. It also gives you a lot of vitamin A and some B vitamins and folic acid, which is really important. And that's really important if you want to conceive a child without birth defects. So that's really important. Helps with PMS, and it helps to regulate the menstrual cycles, which is really good. A great thing is nosebleeds. If you get nosebleeds on a regular basis, first of all, make sure you don't have high blood pressure. You don't want that, that's for sure. And check that out. And then go on my diet. Go to paulhaider.com and www.paulhaider.com and go to up on top here, my diet, and we can get your blood pressure down, no doubt about it. But also, if you have nosebleeds once in a while, drink some of the tea, and that can then stop the nosebleed, absolutely. And it really does a great job. If you take the leaves themselves, put them in a grinder or put them in a blender and grind them up, and you can use that powder for whitening your teeth. Works great. And it actually works in about 3 or 4 days, so really, really good. There's a natural one that you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money for, and does a great job. It's also a great insect repellent, and if you can actually make a paste and just kind of smooth it around, it'll keep insects away. Also, if you just take like the bay laurel, for California bay laurel, and just throw the leaves around the house, it keeps, all kinds of insects from coming in the house, which is really great. Also, if you get those little bugs that want to get in your flour and all kinds of stuff, keep them in the pantry too, and that'll help to keep pests away. Really great. And you can crush them up and keep them around. Once they get old, of course, sweep them up, put them in, throw them away, and get out some new ones. And they do a really great job that way. I find them really wonderful for that. This helps with sleep also. If you have insomnia, if you have anxiety and stress, this is a great tea for that. Very good. You can also use a little bit of the oil. You can get bay leaf oil and the extract and put that a little bit in some water and take that. Really great for insomnia. It helps with anxiety and stress, as I said before, and helps to balance the hormones and bring down the cortisols, bring down, the adrenalines and that type of thing, which is really good. And it also speeds up healing. If you get a cut or a wound or something like that, a little bit of the oil here can help in a great ways. Or you can make a paste from the powder and put that on. Really good. It also helps to dry it up a little bit also. This is one of the few things that you can take on a regular basis to prevent for the formation of kidney stones. So if you are one of these people who gets kidney stones on a regular basis and you want to prevent that, you might want to take some, bay laurel or bay leaf tea on a regular basis, and that will prevent that. Also, the leaves, if you don't want to eat these whole, it's not a good idea. Grind them up or put them in capsules, or just take it as a powder and take it with water. And that can also help with congestion. Also, the oil is good for that. Also helps with colds and flus and coughs and that type of thing. Lots of anti-inflammatories, which are really great. So that can help in that great way. And so I also recommend it for skin irritations. If you also have wrinkles that are coming on, you know what I mean? Or if you got outbreaks of acne, you can take and make some of the paste with a little bit of water from the powder, and that really works well. And you can inhale some of the steam if you have coughs and colds and flus, boil a few leaves, really great. This stuff is also antibacterial and antifungal, and helps with Candida. If you have Candida infections, I really recommend you go on my diet if you have Candida, because Candida is a secondary agent. It wants to come in and take over when your gut bacteria is not strong. You don't have enough probiotics. So that means go on my diet, start eating a cup of kimchi or a cup of recommend sauerkraut every day, and we can get those probiotics going again, and we can get that Candida out of the way, because it'll be taken over by the good bacteria. But the bay laurel, or bay in general, is great for all kinds of bacterial infections, and helps with staph and that kind of stuff too. Also, it's an anti-cancer agent because of the high antioxidants, and it helps with colorectal cancer. So another thing, and anytime we have antioxidants, it helps with cancer. Good for insect bites, you use your toothpaste to put it on a mosquito bite. Well, this works better. A little paste of bay laurel on here, and that will actually help with the inflammation of the mosquito bites and fly bites and that type of thing. It contains a lot of phosphorus and calcium. In fact, 83% of the calcium that you need daily, which is, wow, that's amazing. Lots of iron, actually 500% of your daily needs of iron. So if you're anemic, you want to be taking some capsules of this wonderful leaf, or drinking the tea, and that will help also. Lots of magnesium in it for enzyme production. Manganese has 300% of the manganese you need for enzyme production and helping you to relax and that type of thing. And magnesium also. Lots of selenium and zinc in it also. Lots of vitamin C, which are powerful antioxidants, keep down colds and flus. Has 200% of the vitamin A, which is really an amazing thing. We want to make sure we get enough vitamin A in our diet. Also, B vitamins, which are important, the folic acids, as I talked about before. Also, it has a lot of volatile oils and antioxidants, anti-cancer compounds, which are linolenic acid, courgevol, and a whole plethora of different volatile oils that are really important for keeping up your good health. Eugenol, all kinds of different oils. It's great for benefits of hair. I'm hoping to have hair, but And it really is good for dandruff. If you can make some of the paste up and put it in on your hair and then shower it off, and it really is good for your hair. Also, the oil is really good for lustrous hair. You use this in cooking, and I use it in soups and stews and casseroles, grind it up and use in casseroles. It's also used in colognes and cosmetics and soaps and detergents and even medications. They've used some of this also. Yeah, making the tea, I just took, and I always do, take 4 of the leaves, crunch them up, put them in a big cup, add boiling water, let them sit for about 15 minutes, and come back and drink some tea. Really good. That's some of the leaves in my mouth there. Excuse me. Anyway, making the tea is pretty simple. The forms, you can find all kinds of different forms. It is in dried bay leaves, which you can find at any grocery store or supermarket, and are really great. Try to get the organic if possible. Fresh bay leaves, if you can go to the coast and or somewhere and get some fresh bay leaves. In Europe, you can find it, and probably I bet you they have it in Australia and all kinds of different places. India, they have it. All kinds of different places have laurel leaves around. Also in Turkey and all kinds of, the Middle East has laurel leaves. You can get it in some powders and oils and in capsules, and you can get it at just about any health food store, or you can ask for it. You can find it on Amazon and eBay, and it's super inexpensive. I mean, really inexpensive. So it'll last you a long time. It should be used for no more than 7 to 10 days, and then take a break if you need to come back to it. And like all herbs, as I recommend, and it's really great stuff. There's really no side effects to it, other than the fact that if you had low blood sugar, it might bring your blood sugar down too low. Other than that, it's really a great thing. But anybody can have an allergic reaction to just about anything. I have had people have an allergic reaction to foods. You can have an allergic reaction to anything. But enjoy wonderful bay leaves. I think it's a great way to go to heal yourself and make yourself feel great. And anything that has that many antioxidants in it and lots of volatile oils in it is really great to have in your medicine cabinet, and have it in your culinary cabinet too, because they really are good when you're cooking. Remember to go to get started on my diet. I'm going to be starting a little bit of a competition here for people to get on my diet for the first of the year, and we can make you healthy. There's no doubt about it. We can get you off those pills and feeling good. Back to one of my people I know what I've been helping. He's actually had his A1C. He had insulin of 300. Wow. Even taking, he had a blood sugar of 300, even taking insulin. And now his A1C was 10 something and has dropped down to almost 6. So it really, and in another month, I'm sure we'll get it all the way down below 6, and we're really doing good and progressing. And so have a wonderful day. If you want to get a hold of me, my phone number is 831-869-9119. 831-869-9119. I'm on Atlantic Standard Time, which you can look that up. And my consultations are free, and would like to help you in any way, shape, or form, whether it be spiritual or herbal. And my email address, if you live outside the United States, is drpaulhaider@gmail.com. That's drpaulhaider@gmail.com. And my website is www.paulhaider.com. That's www.paulhaider.com. And all my contact information is there. And if you care to make a donation, that is greatly appreciated there. And please watch the little ads that AdSense puts on here. My wife and I get a couple cents. We appreciate that greatly. And so have a wonderful day, and I'll be talking with you soon, and feel free to contact me. But remember, most of all, above everything else, I love you.